It's week 1 of the National Football League, and we've got a rematch of last year's AFC Championship game. It's the Ravens and the Chiefs on Thursday night primetime.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now 3-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
I think it's safe to say that at this point in his career, there's really nothing Mahomes hasn't accomplished by this time. 3 Super Bowl rings, 3 Super Bowl MVPs, 2 league MVPs, a couple of All-Pro nods, and a passing title. When you lay it all out, it doesn't even sound real, especially when you consider the fact he's not even 30 years old. Now he has his sights set on being the first quarterback to three-peat. If there's anyone who can do it, it's certainly him.
Now Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now here's Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Here's Mahomes to throw. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Mahomes going to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 15.
Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
So here's the first drive for the Ravens, and at the helm is the 2023 NFL Most Valuable Player. Second such time he's won the award, Lamar Jackson.
And he's coming off a season where he showed everyone that he's worth every single penny he was given. He now has 2 MVP trophies on his resume and was on the verge of adding a Lamar Hunt trophy to go with it. Unfortunately, things didn't work out in his favor, but make no mistake about it. He's truly one of the most electrifying players in the NFL. As long as he's the man under center, they'll always be in championship conversation.
The quick feet by Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And taken down just shy of the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. In motion right is Aguilar. Now they'll fake the jet sweep and run up the middle with Henry. Oh, some strong running. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
I don't think anyone thought we'd see a run facing 2nd and that long, and that element of surprise, I think, helped make that play so successful. Nice effort on that carry, and it took what seemed like 2nd and impossible, now has him within throwing range of a first down.
Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Tershawn Wharton drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. Remember last time out, they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Credit the stop there to Leo Chanel getting into the backfield and stopping him in his tracks. Second down, they go again with Henry. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. We're scoreless after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a third down coming up.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It'll be a 48-yard punt, 5 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete once again to Hopkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. From the 39, Mahomes. Short throw, hauled in by Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the capper, a 19-yard touchdown run. 7-0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Fourth down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That'll be caught by Rice. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 33-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Trenton Simpson.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And the Ravens taking the field.
And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
He'll get this to Flowers, left side.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This 2nd and 4.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Aguilar in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Now it's Jackson.
He'll find Bateman once more.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes to throw once more. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some great games coming up in the next few days, one being the kickoff to the International Series, the first ever game in Brazil. The Packers and Eagles from São Paulo. Kickoff set for 8:15 Eastern Time. Then in the 4 Eastern window, it'll be a later than usual start in Cleveland, where it'll be the Browns taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And finally, on the season premiere of Monday Night Football, take 2 for Aaron Rodgers, the Jets and Niners from Santa Clara. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Aguilar in motion left. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Jackson now. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now here's Mahomes. Swings this out for Hunt. And he will have a Chiefs first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Mahomes going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
They go play fake. Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw is Mahomes. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. In motion, the tight end, Kelce. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Ravens' 12-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And escapes the sack. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
This is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was all capped by Patrick Mahomes using his legs to get in the end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They begin with Henry, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
KC's offense ready to take over. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He'll get this complete to Worthy.
And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Owe able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Odafe Owe now with his 2nd sack here on opening night.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
If you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He finds Aguilar over the middle. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Off the option, here's Henry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Jackson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
And they will take a knee here. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. And just how they envisioned the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season, and before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Kansas City, they begin the new campaign with a victory.